If you are joining me for the first time, please remember to click subscription button and hit that notification bell to be the first person to receive the video that will be produced by Davi-tech-media. Davi-tech-media, updating you. Davi-tech-media, subscribe to Davi-tech-media.
I want to say a number of people have reached out to me offering me counsel that I should tone down and reconcile with the PF. I want to say I've heard your counsel. I'm not trying to be incorrigible. I'm a person that, listen to what others have to say, because that's what life is all about. And I want to emphasize that yes, I want to agree that yes, I actually still somehow feel bad in the manner that I was treated. Surely I was not treated well, but I will not continue lamenting, mourning over that. I have to move on. It was for a reason that it happened, and I just have to move on. So I agree with you. Someone actually sent me this video, which I'm going to play. It's quite moving video. Just listen to this video before I continue. Somebody sent this video, and I want to say thank you for the video. Listen.
Forget everybody that hurts you. God knows. By the time Joseph got into the palace, he wasn't angry with anybody. He was free. You cannot enter new doors carrying old baggage. Let it go. Let it go.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. It has cut, the video has cut. But anyway, I just want to say I've heard what you have said. But I want to say something that look, it is not bitterness when you point out certain things. It's not bitterness. I am not bitter. I am just pointing out things that I feel. I mean, this is not right. So please bear with me. I am not talking out of bitterness. I am simply expressing myself. And to my friends who are in PF, please bear with me. I am not bitter. I am not bitter against President Edgar Lungu. I am not. If only I could open my heart and you would see that I am not bitter against President Edgar Lungu. I wish I could do that. It is just that I am pointing out things objectively. In the past, I used to overlook some of these things. But now, I want to bring them out. So please bear with me. I just want to express myself. And it is not because I am bitter. No. And actually, I know that some of you, my PF brothers and sisters, agree with me. Some of the issues that I bring out here, I know you know that this is not right. Except that you can't talk. So it's not that what I'm saying, no. I'm sure, I am very sure, I am 100% sure that some of the issues that I bring out, even senior government officials, even senior PF members at the level of MCC, I know they do agree with me on some of these issues. So maybe you should, whilst you're looking at me to say he's being negative, is bitter and everything, maybe you should look at yourself and see if you are really being objective. And I'm seeing that this is a big problem that will take PF down. This is a big problem that will take PF down, whereby the PF members don't want to see anything wrong in President Edgar Lungu. This is not right. President Edgar Lungu is only human. He is liable to error. He can make mistakes. And unless the members have got the courage to face him and say, Your Excellency, maybe you could have done this. Unless you do that, you are only digging your own grave. You are only digging your own grave. At the moment, I still stand that the PF has got goodwill in this country. PF still enjoys goodwill from the people. But some of the things which are happening, they are slowly but gradually reducing that goodwill that people have for PF. And at the end of the day, people have the powers. People will make the decisions. I'm actually sad, genuinely sad, that some of these issues are happening during the time of elections. I wish some of these issues had come before the elections. This is a very, very bad time to be, having all these issues that are happening. It is not healthy. And this is why I criticize my friends who are advising the president. This is why I criticize them. Because they are picking up fights and being cowards at a time when they are supposed to be bored, at the time when they are supposed to really be effective to give good advice to the president. Advice that will add value. I don't think some of these things which are happening are adding value. They are not adding value. They are subtracting. A good example is today's choice of Professor Nkandu Luo. With all due respect, she's a very educated woman, very knowledgeable, and everything. But you see, leadership is not all about your academic accolades. Leadership is not all about your academic accolades. Leadership requires much more than academic accolades. Professor Nkandu Luo, in my view, really, she's the least person I thought President Edgar Lungu would pick. She's the least person that President Edgar Lungu would pick. And this, if you go around the country, if you were to do a poll today on Professor Nkandu Luo, I think you would get 90% rejection of Nkandu Luo. And I know this includes even you guys in PF. I know you are not happy. So don't pretend coming to me and saying, Chilufya, you are being bitter. Chilufya, you are upset with President Edgar Lungu. No. I have moved away from what happened to me. I've moved away. And I hold nothing but a soft spot for President Edgar Lungu right now. But because I hold a soft spot, must I say what is not true? That no, people are happy with Professor Nkandu Luo? I don't even know how my brother Antonio Mwanza will be able to defend this choice. This is a very difficult, I think this choice is a very difficult choice for all those who do PR on behalf of President Edgar Lungu. It's a very, very difficult one. Somehow I was even thinking, because even me, I was one of those people who was doing PR for President Edgar Lungu. I was asking myself to say, if I was still in that position where I was doing PR for President Edgar Lungu, what would I have said? What would I have said? This is a very difficult one. I'm waiting to hear what Antonio Mwanza will say. What is he going to say? I know everyone will be saying, yes, it is a prerogative of the president. It is his choice. Just like the president himself said. The president said, well, it is my choice. It is my choice, and you just have to take it. Wait for your time. Then you can also maybe make your own choices. But I don't think it's all about President Edgar Lungu. I don't think it's all about President Edgar Lungu. The selection of a running mate is not just about one person. No. It's not just about one person. Because this person who is running with President Edgar Lungu, in case of anything, God forbid, he automatically becomes the president of this country. So we are part of the running mate. And I don't think it is right that presidents should be keeping it as a secret until the end to come and reveal who should be the vice president. I think this is one of the choices where maybe we should look at our political party constitutions such that a running mate, is discussed, or we let a person choose maybe five names which the political parties can debate, and leave out two options for the president to choose one of the two. This is what I'm thinking. I think we need to look at our constitutions so that we have this situation whereby, okay, yes, I'm the president, it's me to choose. But we let the person propose some names, maybe 5 names, which are debated, and then at the end of the day, 2 names are given back to the president to choose one between the 2. Other than this kind of situation, this situation is not healthy at all. Because one big mistake by one man can put this country into serious problems. Because President Edgar Lungu, yes, President Edgar Lungu is loved. But this country can be drawn into serious problems by one simple mistake that President Edgar Lungu makes, by choosing this person that really, at the end of the day, might not serve this country as Zambians would wish. I don't know how many votes Nkandu Luo would get if she were to contest as president. I don't know how many votes she would get. I don't know how many votes she would get even if she went back to Munali. Because in Munali, if Nkandu Luo had stood, I don't think Nkandu Luo would have succeeded. I don't think she would have succeeded. Just at Munali there, I don't think she would have even succeeded to one of the list candidates in Munali. I think these are facts. These are political facts. And I know that a number of UPF members agree with me. You agree with me. I mean, look at PF. There are so many leaders, able leaders, that would have delivered as vice presidents. I know President Edgar Lungu is trying to do something good by choosing women, insisting on women. But in certain circumstances, if indeed there is no woman, why not just go for a man? Why not go for a person like Given Luwinda? Imagine, look at Given Luwinda. Look at Davis Chama. Look at people like Brand Munduwile. Look at people like Chitotela. Look at people like, there are so many people, but Nkandu Luo. I don't hate Nkandu Luo. I am not saying this because I don't like President Edgar Lungu. I am simply saying this out of what I have seen, out of the works that I've seen in Nkandu Luo, and the reactions of the people. I don't know, for those who are advising President Edgar Lungu, if they are really honest, I don't know what they are telling him today, whether President Edgar Lungu has added to his political fortune or he has subtracted by this choice. We can't pretend. This has subtracted subtracted something from Nkandu Luo, from President Edgar Lungu. I know he was looking at trying to get somebody, Bemba and everything. But Nkandu Luo is mad in traditional conflicts. The issue of the Chiwesakundas is still a big problem that side. It's still a big problem. Nkandu Luo is not a person that when you go to her village, she's unanimously accepted. No. A lot of people actually brought documents whereby they were complaining that she's using her position as minister to impose somebody to take over as a traditional leader, when, according to them, the tradition does not agree on everything. So this is not a person that is happily accepted, even where she's coming from. So even that choice, even if you are looking at it from that point of view, Nkandu Luo is not somebody that is going to give you more votes. If anything, she has just divided it. On an intellectual level, yes, but then this is Nkandu Luo who has been a minister in different portfolios. She was a minister in Ministry of Higher Education. Look at the issues that she left there. Look at the issues. Look at what happened. She created more problems in the Ministry of Higher Education than the solutions, until she was removed from there. Wherever she goes, Nkandu Luo, it is all noisy. It's all quarreling. And now this is the person that you have put as vice president. It is not just about Chilufya Tayali, because Chilufya Tayali was arrested and Chilufya Tayali is not happy with President Edgar Lungu. It is about the facts. And I'm not saying this because I'm bitter. Please bear with me. I am simply expressing myself. And I wish President Edgar Lungu would encourage people to express themselves. You can't lead a country gagging people. It becomes dangerous. The moment people start fearing to talk, where you are, this one, arrest that one, this one, arrest that one, arrest that one. The moment you start doing that, know that, you are fanning chaos. You are fanning problems for your country. You need to allow people to speak. Inside your party and outside your party. At the moment, my brothers and sisters in PF, you are not talking. You can't talk. You are so scared of President Edgar Lungu. And yet, we say our humble leader. But this humble leader has made everybody to be quiet. No one can challenge this. No one can say anything. It is not healthy. It is not healthy. It is not healthy. President Edgar Lungu, ine nshimipatile. Vakateka ine nshimipatile. Nshimipatile. Yes, what happened to me was very bad. I still feel very bad that really I was subjected to that. However, I don't hate you. I don't hate you. I don't hate you. And I wish you well, really. I wish you well. Unfortunately, it's time for me to speak the truth. I know my brothers and sisters in PF will not be able to say these things, but please allow me to express myself. And if only you can look at my genuineness, you would actually appreciate some of the things that I'm talking about. You would appreciate them. The people that you think love you, who are just, clapping their hands, praising you without whatever, they are not doing you a favor. They are not giving you facts as they are. They are encouraging you to do wrong things. Tayali is talking too much, arrest him. That one is talking too much, get him. How many people are you going to arrest? How many people are you going to arrest? And remember, when you arrest one person, this person has got a family, he has got relatives. All those, they turn against you. They turn against you. From the time that I was released, I've been receiving one phone call after the other from my relatives who are trying to understand this. And I was thinking today, when I received one of the phone calls from one of my elder brothers, I'm like, and this person really loves PF. He's a strong PF member. But today he called me and he was complaining, and I was telling him, no, it's okay, I'm fine. Then he said, no, but how can Lungu do this to you, and so on and so forth. This is, I'm talking about my experience, but also other people that are feeling the same. It's the same thing. I know that among the PF members, some PF members, even senior PF members, I know that the voting is secret. I know some of them will not vote for you. I know they will not vote for you because of this choice. I know some of them will not vote for you. I know Nachibakaripa, but they can't express themselves. They can't. So in Lungu muimpatira moyo. And my brothers and sisters in PF, don't hate me. I'm simply expressing myself. And you know that what I'm talking about is true. It is really, really sad. It is really, really sad. I wish there was a way of reversing this. But unfortunately, the nomination has already gone. So you can't reverse this. And so at PF, you have to deal with it. You have to deal with it. Well, tough luck. Tough luck. Tough luck, you have to do, you have to do a lot more work to have Nkandu Luo accepted. Because I don't think it's good. Apart from that, the other point that I want to make, which is again makes me sad, is that in spite of all these weaknesses, all these issues that are coming out in PF, I don't see UPND taking advantage of the situation. I don't see that. Again, by UPND, please bear with me. It's not that I hate Hakainde Hichilema. I promise that I will not unnecessarily, unduly attack President Hakainde Hichilema. I am just expressing myself. The way I have expressed myself on PF, I'm expressing myself also on the UPND. That I don't see them taking advantage of some of the weaknesses that are coming out of PF. I don't see them doing that. And President Edgar Lungu, I know he's going to be on the ballot. I know he's going to be on the ballot. I see President Edgar Lungu winning this election with Nkandu Luo. But if there was a strong opposition that is utilizing, all the chances, all the weaknesses, that is taking advantage of these weaknesses, it would have been very difficult for PF to retain power. But I don't see President Hakainde Hichilema winning this election. I'm sorry, you may not like this, but this is my view. I don't see President Hakainde Hichilema winning this. Why? Because he's not doing anything different. He's not doing anything different. Today, after that mistake from President Edgar Lungu, if Hakainde Hichilema was strategic, he would have announced his running mate today. He would have announced his running mate today to say, tomorrow I'm going and this is my running mate. Because as people were discussing that, it would have been a good time to sell himself and his candidate. But now, it's quiet until tomorrow. I don't know, I think he's filing in tomorrow. That's when we will know who the running mate is. How different is it with what President Edgar Lungu did? And I highly doubt, looking at what the people around the Hakainde Hichilema, I highly doubt they will pull up somebody more reasonable. And I know, I've been hearing, I've seen the way Vamutati has come out, almost dissolving his party. I am praying that Hakainde Hichilema does not come with Vamutati as running mate. I am praying that he doesn't come with Vamutati as running mate. Because Vamutati, with due respect to him, is no political figure in this country. If I were to stand Vamutati myself, Twaimina Vamutati as president, I know I can pour more votes than Vamutati. Vamutati is lukewarm in this country. He doesn't have a political command in this country. Yes, he may be coming from the northern side, but I don't think he has the political command. I don't think he has it. So I'm praying that Hakainde Hichilema tomorrow doesn't come up with Vamutati, because Vamutati, those are people that should just retire and go and do something else. Get out of politics. He has failed. He has failed. Then when I look at Vanalumango, let's face it, if you put Vanalumango here and you put Nkandu Luo, certainly Nkandu Luo is far much better. Nkandu Luo is far much better if you take Vanalumango. So President Hakainde Hichilema, he has got an opportunity to show that he can do something different. He's better than President Edgar Lungu. Because where we are coming from, his choices have not been very good. The choice of Canisius Banda, with due respect to Canisius Banda, was not a good choice. The choice of GBM, as much as you were jubilating by UPND, was not a good choice. And I used to tell you, for me, I proposed, remember that time I proposed Maureen Mwanawasa. I said, Hakainde Hichilema should go with Maureen Mwanawasa. She would have brought something on the table. But you said, no, he's Vantu Motatu and whatever. Anyway, what did this Bemba man that you chose, what did he bring on the table? Where are you? Where has he left you now? I see the same mistake happening tomorrow. Today we are crying. I see us going in for another funeral of bad choices tomorrow from Mr. Hakainde Hichilema. I'm praying that he can do something different. But my issue with UPND is that when the ruling party is making these mistakes, as a party, as a opposition, the biggest opposition political party, you expect them, to thrive, to show that they're different. But most of the times, UPND just follow into the same kind of thing. They don't do something better. They don't do something better. It's sad. It's really sad that we are in this situation. That's why we need a political party. We need a third choice. Because if we have a third choice, it would help. Right now, it is mostly a two-horse race. And that's why, for me, I've been fighting to take that third position so that we have a third choice. Having only these two political parties is not helping us. It's not helping the country. It's not helping our democracy. It's not. I pray that a political party will emerge. I am trying to work very hard, but it's not easy without resources. What is hindering Economic and Equity Party and myself is the issue of resources. So that's why I've gone for the position of mayor, and I pray that I will get support from not only from my members, but also from the UPND members, also from the PF members, and the neutrals. The neutrals. Give me this chance, give me this opportunity. I might just be that third choice, that third option, which you can try out somehow. I don't want to speak egocentrically. If there is anybody that comes up, that's fine. But for now, I am appealing to you that you try me out. Don't look at the political party that you are affiliated to. Look at the persons. Look at who you are voting for. If indeed you think that there are other candidates who are better than me, please go for them. Go for them. You need to look for quality. We need to get quality leadership. And if there is somebody that is better than me, by all means, vote for that person. Vote for that person. But what I'm discouraging you is to vote based on the political party. Because I'm UPND, I have to vote for whoever UPND brings as a candidate. Because I'm PF, I have to vote for whoever PF chooses as a candidate. I don't think this is good. It's high time we started looking at quality. Who are we voting for? Even on the MPs, look at who you are voting for. Already at Lusaka Central, when you look at Lusaka Central, you have Margaret Mwanakatwe. You have people like Mulambe Ahimbe. These are the two candidates that I'm seeing. Even if you are PF, honestly, you can't compare the young, vibrant lawyer Mulambe Ahimbe to Margaret Mwanakatwe. Margaret Mwanakatwe, I mean, she has had a time in the banking sector and everything, in the corporate world. And she's almost retiring, but she's hanging into politics just for her to survive. I don't think we should be taking politics as somewhere where we can be, throwing out people who have worked themselves and they are tired or they have failed and we take them into politics. I don't think it's right. But when you look at Mulambe Ahimbe, this guy is vibrant. This guy has got a lot to offer if he goes into parliament. So in that case, for me, even if you are PF, I think you would not be doing this country a favor to vote for Margaret Mwanakatwe, leaving out a young man like Mulambe Ahimbe. Is UPND. And if I, for one, have had issues with Mulambe Ahimbe, in our politics, especially Kumakoti, but I know that he's an intelligent man. I know he's a vibrant man. I know, given a chance being in parliament, he will do much, much better than Margaret Mwanakatwe. So let's look at the people. Let's look at the people. PF, please, look at Mulambe Ahimbe. Those who are in Lusaka Central, look at Mulambe Ahimbe. When I go to Chawama, I'm supporting Tasila Lungu, not because of anything, not because she's a daughter of a president, not because she was once my crush. No. You can't compare Tasila Lungu with the other candidates that are there. Tasila Lungu is quite committed. Tasila Lungu, she has the knowledge, she's sharp. Tasila Lungu has the connection to bring development in Chawama. So give Tasila Lungu a vote. When I go to Kabwata, I wish I'm conflicted when I look at Chileshekangwa and Danny Yenga. I really wish somehow Chileshekangwa had contested the mayoral position. Maybe I wouldn't have even gone for it. I think Chileshekangwa would have done much better to go for a mayoral position. Maybe I wouldn't have even stood against him. But now, where he has gone there, he has got an uphill battle. Dan Yanga is really on the ground. But I think that one, at the end of the day, I see Dan Yanga carrying the day. But I would have loved maybe, Chilufya to go as mayor. Maybe I wouldn't have even contested. Nonetheless, I mean, it is all gone now. I'm going in as mayor. I'm going to stand as Lusaka mayor, and I can only wish those guys all the best. When I go to Munali, I don't know this guy that the PF have chosen. I don't know this guy the PF have chosen. But I know Chris Moore, who they have left out. I don't know why they left Chris Moore. I just can't understand how PF left out Chris Moore. A very committed man, a very generous man, a person that has been there for the people of Munali constituents. They left him out. But you have an option there, because there is a young man by the name of Thomas Siparo, Aka Difficult. He's a great guy. He's a great guy. He does comedy, but the man is very sharp. The man is very responsible. He's very responsible. He has a family. A very good man. A strong businessman. I think that would be a good choice for Munali. That would be a good choice. Shaka Fuswa, very good. I was so happy to see Madam Jean Kapata escorting Shaka Fuswa. I wish him all the best. Matero, Mao Sampa, I wish you all the best. At the end of the day, basically all I'm saying is, let's look at quality and not just the political affiliation. What I'm offering, I don't think among the candidates that are there, it can be beaten. But you can judge better. You know better. If you think somebody is better than me, go for that person. What I'm refusing is, don't just vote because the political party has given you this choice. It is a pity for PF, there's nothing that you can do over Nkandu Luo, so you may just have to as well get used to it and campaign. But be courageous to speak out when you see something wrong. For me, Nkandu Luo knows me. I express myself, and she doesn't like the fact that I do express myself. But I mean, this is democracy. This is how it should be. We can never be the same. We cannot think the same. So they just have to embrace it. And when I talk like this, please don't accuse me of being bitter. I'm not bitter. I don't hate President Edgar Lungu. I have forgiven and I've moved on.
If you are joining me for the first time, please remember to click subscription button and hit that notification bell to be the first person to receive the video that will be produced by Davi-tech-media. Davi-tech-media, updating you. Davi-tech-media, subscribe to Davi-tech-media. Davi-tech-media, subscribe to Davi-tech-media. Davi-tech-media, subscribe to Davi-tech-media.